Vertebrates. Vertebrates belong to the subphylum Vertebrata of the phylum Chordata. Vertebrates include fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Remember that all chordates, including vertebrates, share four main characteristics, which include A. Dorsal nerve cords, spinal cord/brain. B. Notochord, backbone, present during fetal development. C. Gill slits or pouches, gills/lungs. D. Postanal tail, kept by most vertebrates, remains into adults. The backbone, which surrounds the spinal cord, is made up of bony segments, called vertebrae. The vertebrae have an endoskeleton, which has two main parts. 1. Axial skeleton. It is made up of the vertebral column, skull, and rib cages. It supports the body and protects the spinal column, brain, and other internal organs. 2. Appendicular skeleton. It is made up of the appendage bones and the girdles to which they are attached. It is attached to the axial skeleton. Other vertebrate characteristics include a well-developed brain and sensory organs, a closed circulatory system, a multi-chambered heart. Agnathans, jawless fish. There are only two classes of agnathans still in existence, they are the lampreys and hagfish. These agnathans both have smooth, scaleless skin, and a long, cylindrical body. Most adult lampreys are parasites that hitch rides on their hosts. Hagfish are bottom dwellers that spend most of their time hiding in mud and sand. The lamprey is both a parasite and a predator, often killing its hosts as it sucks out its victims' fluids. The hagfish is a scavenger, eating fish that are already dead or dying. Chondrichthyes, cartilage fish. This class includes sharks, rays, and skates. Unlike jawless fish, agnathans, cartilaginous fish have hinged jaws and paired fins. Sharks must swim continuously or rely on their oily livers for buoyancy, as they are denser than water. Their tough, leathery skin is covered with placoid scales to reduce drag. Sharks have 6 to 20 rows of sharp teeth that are constantly replaced as they wear out. Their intestines contain a spiral valve, which slows food digestion to absorb nutrients more efficiently. Sharks also have large, oily livers that make up about 20% of their body weight, helping them stay buoyant. Cartilaginous fish have two-chambered hearts. One chamber collects oxygen-poor blood, and the other pumps it to the gills, where oxygen is absorbed, and carbon dioxide is released. They reproduce sexually with internal fertilization. Skates lay eggs, while some sharks and rays give live birth. These young fish are well developed at birth, increasing their chances of survival. Cartilaginous fish, like bony fish, have a lateral line system that detects vibrations and changes in their surroundings. Osteichthyes, bony fish. The class Osteichthyes is divided into two groups. Ray-finned fish, example, salmon, guppies, tuna. Lobe-finned fish, example, lungfish, coelacanth. Ray-finned fish have fan-like fins made of thin membranes supported by bony rays. Their skin is covered with cycloid scales that overlap like shingles. Scientists can estimate a fish's age by counting the growth rings on the scales. A layer of mucus covers the scales, giving the fish a slimy, protective surface. Ray-finned fish have movable fins and use their paired pectoral and pelvic fins to steer, brake, move up and down, or even swim backward. They are the only fish with a swim bladder, a gas-filled sac in the abdomen that helps them control buoyancy. As the bladder fills, the fish rises. When it deflates, the fish sinks. Ray-finned fish have 4 pairs of gills, each protected by an operculum, a bony flap, allowing them to breathe even while motionless, by pumping water over their gills. Freshwater fish remove excess water through their kidneys, while saltwater fish conserve water by returning as much as possible to their bodies. Bony fish are ectothermic, cold-blooded, so their body temperature depends on the surrounding environment. Response: most ray-finned fish have 2 pairs of nostrils, as well as chemical receptors scattered over their heads and bodies. Smell usually gives their first clues about food, mates, and enemies. Ray-finned fish also have a lateral line system that detects movement, changes in pressure, and vibration in water. Externally, the lateral line system appears as a single groove with many pores along each side of the body from head to tail. Reproduction: in most ray-finned fish, sexes are separated, and fertilization is external. Female fish lay hundreds or even billions of eggs. Then males spread sperm over the eggs, most of which become fertilized. Parents generally do not care for the eggs, and most are eaten or die before they hatch. Only a few hatch and survive to become adults. Some fish have internal fertilization and bear live young.